if you are getting repeat panic attacks, if you're getting panic attacks daily and you want to overcome this, you need to watch this video. So if you struggle with panic attacks, you may notice it's one of the most terrifying experiences. It feels like you want to run away from something, even though there's nothing to run away from. You may feel like you need to escape, even though there's nothing to escape from. You start getting physical symptoms that are so overwhelming, that are so strong, that you actually feel that maybe you're going to die. Now, what happens is when people are experiencing panic attacks is when they experience that, sometimes it becomes so overwhelming. Sometimes it can become such a big shock that they start fearing a panic attack. Now, this actually happens to people who have never experienced a panic attack. Often when people have never experienced a panic attack and they experience something like this, it's not like, oh, okay, that's a panic attack. It's like, oh, no, something is seriously wrong. You may notice that these individuals go to the hospital. They may call the ER. They may run to the doctor and just be like, hey, look, something's wrong. I need help right away. So you go to your doctor or you go to the emergency room or you speak with the ambulance and everyone's like, hey, man, you're fine. Have you ever had a panic attack before? And you're like, no, I've never experienced that. I actually thought I was gonna die. And then what people say is, oh yeah, that's a panic attack. It's okay, just relax. But something happens. You're like, oh no, that could happen anywhere. That just came out of the blue. What's stopping a panic attack from happening again? Now, believe it or not, that idea is what keeps people in the panic attack cycle. Chances are if you've had a panic attack once, you'll get it again. But just because you get it again doesn't mean you're always going to be dealing with it. See, what happens is that because you become fearful of a panic attack, what happens naturally is you start experiencing more panic attacks because you want to run away from it. You want to resist it. You want to push it away. Now, panic attacks work this way. If you resist it, it actually comes back. It actually comes even stronger. So a lot of people ask, why are these happening? Why are panic attacks happening? Well, here's why. See, a lot of people think panic attacks begin and end, right? Panic attack comes, it gets really intense, and then it dies down. And that's it. And then you go back to normal, right? Well, actually, that's not true. Now, what happens, something interesting happens after you have a panic attack, which is your nervous system becomes sensitized. Now, this is a survival advantage. Think about it this way, okay? You were in the African savannah 100,000 years ago. You saw a tiger. So your body experienced a panic attack because you saw a tiger. Now, let's say you managed to escape. Now, your nervous system will calm down, but it will be on the lookout. It just saw a tiger. What happens if it sees a tiger again? So what happens is the nervous system sensitizes. And so what happens is even after a panic attack, people may experience really weird symptoms. They may feel off. And they're like, what happened? Something's wrong. Follow me for part 2.